Ryan Coogler, please come to the front of the congregation. We need to have a word with you, sir. We don't want this man as our new king, Black Panther. Listen, I for one don't care who people date, but the Black Panther means so much to our culture and represents so much within our culture. The way the actor who plays the Black Panther behaves in his real life matters.
This is a tutorial on how to shut the fuck up.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Okay, so you don't like David Jonsson. That's cool. For me, he works, all right? Marvel took a long time. Ryan Coogler took a long time to find a new Black Panther, and we finally got one. I'm cool with this guy, but you don't like him. So let's play into your idea. Who are the other 3 people you think could have played the Black Panther? One, we know we got Damson Idris. It's the obvious fan favorite. We know that. I think John David Washington, Denzel's son, could have did a really good job. And Aldis Hodge, if you've seen the show Cross, you know who I'm talking about. And today, I want to talk about that exact topic. Who could have been a better Black Panther? We're going to talk about that today. But before we get into all of that, like I always say, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let's get into it. What does it take to be a Black Panther? Rather it's man or woman, I believe it takes confidence, humility, strength, a little bit of swag, because you gotta know how you're walking around the kingdom for sure. We get that. But more importantly, it takes leadership. When you speak, do people listen? Can you command the room? And more importantly, do people follow? And I think Shuri's been doing a good job carrying this mantle, but clearly it looks like Marvel's ready to pass it down to David Jonsson, even though people don't like it. But these are the things it requires to be the Black Panther. And that's why recasting him or finding the next predecessor is so important. So let's get into these 3 people. Damson Idris, which was the obvious pick for a lot of people, I think was a good pick. I think Damson had everything. Looks, charismatic, physicality, knows how to act. He has all these things. But I feel the problem with Damson is that with Marvel, I think they don't want to focus too much on the ego of who Damson Idris is. Not saying he's egotistical, but he's become more than what the Black Panther is. It's on another level. It's almost like if we get you, we're just selling tickets. And it felt like that. Like a lot of women were saying like, hey, if he's a Black Panther, I'm going to be in a movie theater. And they kind of turned the Black Panther into a sex symbol. Like it seems more lustful than it is people caring about the acting. And we're not saying that he couldn't fulfill the role, but I just feel like you're more like a superstar or a Rolling Stone that's going to play a very impactful character in today's society, that we need more than fame to, you know, hit audiences. This is not about how cool you are. This is about you nailing and taking on to a pressure or a weight that Chadwick held. When people look at you as the Black Panther, bro, they want to know there's a hero in this guy, bro. And I don't know if Damson Idris would have fully been invested into the idea that I'm not just an actor no more, I'm a hero. Because before Chadwick passed, so a lot of kids, yo, that's the Black Panther. When they see him in real life, that's the Black Panther. And I feel like with Damson, to me, it just felt more like a cash grab. Not from your aspect, but from what fans wanted. Fans wanted to see a familiar face that they chose in their brain. Hey, this is who I wanted. But let's be honest, how many times can we say that we've seen a great movie to where we knew how great it was going to be because of who we chose? Sometimes let stuff just be a surprise. It doesn't have to always be what we want, but let it be a surprise. And that's why I feel like who they chose was a really good pick. But Damson, hands down, could have did this role. I believe he could, but it just felt like a rock star getting the chance to play a superhero. That would have just felt very not organic to me. So I don't think he was the best choice, but he was damn sure close and a good one. Now, this guy, I gotta say, I thought about it, but not enough people really talked about it. But John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son, he's been in like Tenet. I was like, yo, this nigga would have been a good choice. And I think he's probably the most underrated one I could say. He is one Denzel's son. You know, the acting is going to be on par. Denzel don't play. He's going to kill this thing. The thing with him, I feel like he didn't have enough buzz everywhere. What I mean by that is he's not the most popular person in the world, but he's well respected within his father's lineage of acting and just what the entire family does. I heard they got niggas that do producing. Denzel's family are just well talented. And I felt it would have been just the right amount of fame that could have got us to take it a lot more serious. but maybe wasn't popular enough. But he's not that young as well either. And I think Marvel's probably like, look, we want someone we can grow around for years, like, you know, maybe a decade. And that's why I think my last two, which I'll give you my other one later on, I think it's a more thing of they're just older, you know. It's like, I think they're probably pushing 40. I know Chadwick was older too, but I think Chadwick was such a great actor that they were willing to build around T'Challa as far as him being the king. So an older king works. But now if you're trying to do the son, you need someone that's younger. And that's why I said, again, David Jonsson was just the better pick. I think just because he looks younger, but John David Washington, bro, he would have nailed that. This man has countless great acting roles. I'm just like, when he's on screen, I'm locked in. This guy is great, bro. And it's like, you can tell he takes his craft so serious. So him, if he had to replace T'Challa, which is taking Chadwick's role, I thought it would have been perfect. It would have been great. I think he looks like it. I could see him really studying the, you know, accent and getting the whole Wakanda lifestyle, you know, down pack. He would have been great. So him, I'm going to say I'm very surprised he didn't get more, I guess you could say, recognition or more within the conversation or the debate of who could be. But boy, if he would have been it, I would not have been mad. And lastly, Aldis Hodge. If you've seen this guy, he is an interesting actor to me. I've seen him mainly in, you know, Straight Outta Compton. I've seen him in, I think, What Men Want. He did with Taraji. He's been in a couple of different roles. Now he's doing Cross. I think he's definitely entered his acting prime now as far as, you know, getting those roles. You do tend to see him a lot more. But the thing with him is, I'm going to say, he more so just had the physicality down. Like, he looked like a superhero. He's swole. He's jacked. He's definitely got that physique, but for some reason, his acting to me ain't really all that great, you know? But if you want to do the Marvel thing where they want people to see him like a superhero, he was a great fit to me. Like, he looked good. I think he could be more like a stunt double, if I'm being honest with you. Like, you put a nigga in the suit, hey, do your thing. But I was like, I don't see too much of the great acting. He was somebody that I did kind of see was kind of mentioned a little bit, where it's like, oh, he could kind of be the guy too. But no, for the most part, I don't think he was that. Like, I think he just looks like the part. Like I said, when you see him in the shows like Cross, he doesn't really have anything memorable, but he's not a bad actor. I loved him a lot when he was in Straight Outta Compton. I believe he played MC Ren. He killed that, but he never really has like a true leader role where it's like, this is my movie. And I don't think anything besides the movie Cross has really been his, you know, lead role. I can't think of any more. If there is any more, you guys let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I think he just had the physicality. But more important, I think he's just older. Like I said, I think Marvel is looking for somebody that's younger that they can kind of grow around. And I think that's why Damson and David Jonsson were probably the two best choices. And I can just really say that's really it, because I feel like with John David Washington and Aldis Hodge, they look like they could play T'Challa, not the son. And if we're gonna go the son route, you guys are way too old for that. Not that y'all look out of shape, y'all look bad, just look older, bro. So I think he just had the superhero physique. I think who David Jonsson needs to go to the gym with. Hey, bro, get me right, because boy, the way they killing David Jonsson, you need to get up in that gym right now, boy. No one believe that you're gonna be no Black Panther. Real quick, so if I had to put it in a ranking of who I think would have made the best Black Panther in order, if I'm going from least to greatest, number 4, I'm gonna say Aldis Hodge would probably be number 4. Just like I said, he's definitely older. I don't think he really can carry being a Prince T'Challa. Maybe a replacement for Chadwick in terms of physique and stuff, but I think that's about it. John David Washington, I'm gonna put at number 3. Just the same thing. It's kind of the age thing, but I think his acting would have been superb. Like, I honestly think he would have killed the acting more probably than anybody here. That's just me personally. But like I said, it's that age thing that really gets him. 2, obviously Damson. I think Damson definitely had it, and it was really close, but I just think Damson is too popular to where it's not going to be easy for fans to connect with the character. And I think just because it's somebody that the fans wanted, it's going to put more pressure on the character. And if he doesn't hit that, you know, nail on the coffin, it's just going to be like, oh, he ruined it. So I think it kind of was a safe bet for him too, because it's a real risk to take a role like this with that much pressure on you. And last, I just think David Jonsson was the best choice they made. I know he may not look like it right now, but he has enough time to get in shape, be ready. I really believe this guy's got it, bro. I really, truly believe he's going to kill it. I haven't seen too many other movies besides, like I said, Alien Romulus, but he's going to kill this role. But I got faith in him. I know people don't want to see it, but I'm all about surprises. I don't like being told who to pick. Just let me see the finished product like you did. Send Ryan Coogler. Appreciate you, bro. Love you. You're killing the game. Keep it up. So I said all that to say, y'all let me know who y'all think, in y'all opinion, could have been the best Black Panther out of these 4 choices that I said. And beyond that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, anything, show your boys some love. And I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Peace.